A little tutorial for you today how I made this page. Let's do it together and let's see what's inside this absolutely beautiful Bits and Bobs Industrial Edition book. Enjoy! Welcome back to the channel. Much awaited new release of industrial books. We have 3 beautiful collage and further books. However, in today's video we're gonna dive into Bits and Bobs Industrial Edition, and please stick around, we're gonna make a project using this book. If you're curious what's in the other 2 books, please watch the next upcoming videos. I'm gonna show you everything. Changing a little bit from just showing the books, but actually making a project with it. I think it's going to be a fantastic form of introducing the book. And let's just quickly look through the pages. A beautiful front page, first page with the introduction and hello words. And on the left, you have all the books that came out. I think right now there's 28, which is quite a lot, and I thought before we jump into summer theme, let's see the industrial one, and I'm so excited to actually use it. I love these all tiny girls. Maybe for today's project actually we will use her, so let's so let's grab the scissors straight away and have her, because maybe while we will be choosing elements, maybe we can choose elements while scrolling through the pages. Scrolling, that's not even a word when it comes to book, but while flipping the pages, maybe we will find something that we will love, that will match. I'm not even sure what kind of project we will make. A tag, ATC, a card, or maybe a journal page. We shall see. So the first page is with the gorgeous fairies, industrial fairies. The next one, I couldn't not have the actual butterflies. I think butterflies, whether they are in the industrial feel or just regular butterflies, fantastic focal point ideas. We have also some pumps. I never forget, someone mentioned the petrol station. I think, as far as my memory goes back quite far away, so I couldn't help myself to create those cute little additions. I think it's a great page filler when we have some scenery. Why not to have a little bit of a pump with the with actually the bulb. A very imaginative way of seeing things. Lots of windows in this one, because I think industrial windows are phenomenal. I love, and also a feminine touch where we have some flowers as well. Love it. Lots of bulbs and also lamps. I know how much you love bulbs, me too, but I really wanted to have a different vibe. Some regular lamps, some regular bulbs, but also quite crazy, not necessarily in the proper color or semi-transparent. A beautiful background, a perfect startup. You can just add a little fairy there, something, build on the background with it on your page, and you're good to go. Now this page is interesting because, and there's few of them like that, because I figured you can have this as it is. I divided it for like 2 sort of backgroundy feel, so you can have this as your background, or you can fussy cut elements however you wish. You can have it for the tag, for ATC size, which is perfect, or for a card, or you can cut it out. I love my pipes and flowers growing into it. I love that idea. I feel very proud of this one because it's so special. I never forget when I was like, what about if flowers are growing here, plants are growing here? And I just loved it so very much. Windows, of course, industrial windows, industrial houses, metal kind of. Each is quite different, I would say. Different colors, size is pretty similar, but you can cut it as well, smaller pieces if you wish. You can put them, make it like a little town, put them next to each other, one behind another. Sky's the limit, guys. Add some birds, some kind of industrial, like a fabric, not fabric, manufacture places, some manufacture doors, windows, and the regular bulbs, because I love just regular bulbs as well. I figured we need them. And also on the side of the background, it's the same on the left for it all. You can use it if you wish, but there is one page that it's full on color, either in this book or in the next, I can't remember. I couldn't help myself to have some industrial flowers with a stem is a bit different, and I love that metal-y feel to it. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I've seen so many projects already being shared using Bits and Bobs and other books, and they are phenomenal. It's such a joy to watch it. Quite different, interesting something, because I wish to know that I know what's that, but it's not. It's like something in between a building, a machine, or a lamp, and I love how my brain works when I create those images. This is phenomenal background. You can use it as it is or cut it out. You can always cut things out. You can always cut it in half, smaller, bigger, cut it together and glue it together, however it feels. Now a large background, you can use this as it is. You can use partially. I always say you can really do whatever feels right for your project and the size, but giving you bigger option, it's great because you have that option. It's always much easier to make something smaller than bigger. So I guess having the bigger one, it's always good. This is probably one of my most favorite pages in this book due to its color, its rustiness. It's like a raw. It's a good, yeah, raw kind of machinery feel of old things. I just love the color palette here as well. My fairies, super cute. I just love it. The ducks, you've been using it. Loving all these fairies. Loving, me too. Honestly, it's just there's 3 pages I think of fairies, industrial people, kids in this book, which I think it's fantastic addition. If you don't have any other book, that's super awesome. Bottles, old telephones, chemicals, whichever. I think we need a lot of elements when it comes to industrial. We didn't have that, and we didn't have background. So I think this book is a fantastic if you have the previous industrial personas, the little personas. Now another background, yet again, you can really cut it as it is. You can cut parts. You can just cut this squarey backgroundy thing, or a rectangular background. Honestly, you can just decide for yourself. Each can be its own little beautiful work of art background, or use it as a whole, or half it, however it feels. Gorgeous, gorgeous windows. I couldn't help myself to have more butterflies, but this time connected with windows. You can imagine cut out her wings and maybe place her here. Honestly, however it feels right to you. Smaller windows to give you a chance to use it for the smaller projects as well. The globes, I know we have them before. I only added one because if someone doesn't have the Christmas book or winter books where the globes were, I figured it's only fair to have one page with the globes, because it is very industrial feel, especially with this metal-y, that you can have something in the globe like that. And I think it's great to have at least one page. I do agree. I think we need some more globe videos, so let's think about that. Imagine a birdie being in the globe inside or something. I love my mechanical birds. Absolutely gorgeous. They are just gorgeous, like fantastic. I love them. I think they're perfect. I love the color, love the feel of everything, the size, the choices that you have. The sitting one, the flying one. Oh, I love it. Loads of more windows, but just different. Each page, it's a little slightly different. I totally buy it. I totally love it. It's my cup of tea. I think they're absolutely phenomenal. And I love how many you've got, how much you can choose from, between the sizes and all. You can make lots of ATCs. Like imagine taking this window, this for ATC, because usually we make ATC in 3s. So I think it's a great addition because you can have them working in like a set, but they're not going to be identical, which I think it's amazing. You can even cut this one in half. Why not? Beautiful page. Another favorite one, metallish kind of one. Love all the plaques here, the wall, the little room. Phenomenal. I mean, it's probably, maybe I should not say phenomenal about my own work, but I really truly feel we have been missing these little things. We had some metal backgrounds per se, full page, but not elements as such, so you can cut it out and make a little collage from that. One more super awesome background, very different as well, kind of with the building feel and machinery. Cut it, use it as it is, however it feels. More bottles, but different style. This is more like chemicals, like medicines, or maybe some drink, alcohol, I don't know. But we have some paints as well, and like I think it's just great. Sorry for the noise, my phone is here, but I probably forgot to turn off the internet. I hope that's okay, my little baby. That's the emails that coming through. So little bottles, I think it's a great addition as well to industrial feel and theme. More windows of a different one, maybe less industrial, more regular, old buildings kind of with the house plants. Loving it. And more butterflies, because they had been, just to compare you, they are different. If you really look, they are different in the feel, how they look. Oh, actually this one is the same. No, it's not the same, but it's just different sizes. You have the side one as well, and just different with the little watery thingy. Oh, I love it. I think there should be moths as well, am I right? Moths or the other ones, insects, I can't remember now. Love these doors, industrial doors. I love the colors here as well. Adore how colorful this whole idea is, because the whole industrial can be so much more feminine and feeling less of heavy steampunk, and that's the whole industrial point of my books. The industrial isn't a steampunk per se. If you look at the colors, if you look at the elements, it's not only about the cogs, it's just far more than that. Cogs are addition, but they're not the main focal. Beautiful bulbs, love it, absolutely fantastic. Can't remember the name, oh, please forgive me. I just can't. But you know what I mean, electrical, not electrical, mechanical. I wanted to say wasps, but I won't be guessing and googling right now, but gorgeous, beautiful. What a gorgeous focal point, just as it is. Another idea for background, so you can use it as a whole, but probably you would better off having take out all the elements itself. The thing is that with these books, with these elements, so many amazing ideas for the men's book, men's card, sorry, for the happy birthday for the men, and the little birdies here for the background a little bit. More industrial lamps and some more windows. I have to say I love the window idea for this book. More bulbs, but completely different again. Never too many bulbs, I think, in this subject. I hope you agree. Less crazy industrial butterflies. Beautiful, absolutely fantastic. I'm in love with the whole book, and I know that probably out of all three books you love the bits and bobs the most. Well, yeah, I think, maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like it, and I'm not surprised, because each page it's like offering something that hopefully you don't have in your stash, and that was my idea. A little bit of a different feel. It's like we have those buildings, I don't know the nomenclature, then the name for it, but we have some different kind of buildings. Little background here as well, some color palettes and more lamps and things. Yet again, you can really add it somewhere in the back. Love it, love the arched roofs, I would say. Another big background, just to have and give you the idea. You can have the actual A4 size background page, because I know that a lot of you is using large surfaces, and there isn't many large things out there, so I hope these will do the justice. Gorgeous, my beautiful industrial people. I'm in love with them, all of them, like each, it's just so fantastic, loving it. And a little bonus delight, mini backgrounds. Adore them, truly, wow. Super pretty peeling paint, absolutely gorgeous. And a bonus page. This one is just an addition if you're wondering what's in the other books, the previous books, the idea. So here's a little bit of a spring kind of feel for the flower book, for the moss book, and for the previous last year's autumn feel. So the images aren't the same as the books in the previous books. They're never the same, always unique and special and created only for the bonus page, but they are in correspondence to previous books. Sometimes there is a new element that you are guessing and, oh, maybe that's the upcoming book. Sometimes happens, but usually it's what we have in the previous book. So that's giving you an idea. If you don't own any of these books, of the previous books, that's the idea what you may expect. And lastly, we've got some info about the jumbo card challenge, which I haven't done in a while. Hopefully this will change, and all the information that you need to find me. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. A gorgeous focal point, and it's a great start. A lot of times I think I had my focal point first and then I thought what to do next. Look at these little pages. I love them. So I think it would be so fantastic if I could feature this little girl in the little page. And I love this beautiful stencil. This one is from Studio Light. It's designed by Janine, my beautiful friend. Look at it. It is so pretty. I haven't used it yet, so it's gonna be fantastic to try it for the first time, the design. And I think I would love some sprays going onto it. So let's add some modeling paste first through the stencil. I haven't primed this. This one is watercolor paper, so I really hope it will work. And this will jump in with the layer of maybe, how about we're gonna try it out and see if we can have a layer of either this, which is the gel medium, the collage medium, or a layer of clear gesso. Usually I would go for clear gesso, but let's see what happens if we're gonna use the collage medium. That will be interesting to see the outcome when it's dry and how the mediums will go. Page is dry. I'm thinking either this bottom part or this top part more. I don't know which one. I love both. So let's grab just paper. I think I'm gonna jump in for the bottom one. I love it, and I think I'm gonna try to be at the edge as much as possible. Oh, gorgeous looking stencil. So let's jump in and let's add. I'm using, if you're curious, I'm using modeling paste from Winsor & Newton. I love this paste. It's very light, and I like that. I like the lightness of it. I don't know, there's something different about that paste. And to be honest, I'm going through my mediums in general, so I'm just going through, or maybe I'm gonna do it like this, so I'm not gonna be adding onto this the mediums. Now probably nothing will move now, hopefully, because it's already glued down with the paste, so that's why I'm not worried that the stencil is going to move. Now, just a little tip, sometimes if you, depending on the paste, I realized sometimes if you go too much over the same stencil, as in keep on going, it works for some people. A lot of times I noticed that it was, you know, the paste started to going under the stencil, so be mindful of that. But everyone's technique is different as well, I realize now. The big question is, oh wow! That is so beautiful. Loving it. Absolutely love this. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna grab and clean this. And well, firstly, I'll definitely clean these edges, and most importantly, let's wash the stencil quickly. A little tip as well: if you have too much of the paste, let's say on the stencil, just grab it from the oops, be careful, yes, to not break your stencil, because it's quite, you know, quite a lot of it, and then wash it. I need to show you that because the secondary print, sort of, it's gorgeous. From the flower book, I figured it could be lovely if she could be in front of this flower, purpley, and I figured we can add the old paper color, kind of greeny, for the background. So let's fussy cut the flower. I started it a little bit. And I think this could be just beautiful. One more element, which I think could be nice. However, I have my doubts regarding how much of my background will be covered, which I wouldn't like to have it too much covered. So either it's going to be this one in here or this one. I'm gonna cut both and see which. This one is from the Moss Stories. I love this one. And I also did a little bit of a twist with the wings, which they are like this large. There we go. But when I was just looking, I thought, do you know what? How about if we alter it and cut it smaller? You can, of course. Look, it will be very much different, and I think I like it like that better. So don't be afraid to alter your images to suit you best, you know? There we go. I think so. I think so. So that's here. That's here. That's a lot of coverage of the gorgeous background. What if... Oh, and also I thought she could hold a little bulb. Why not? Look. She could hold a little bulb. I think it's super cute. But what if we switch for the smaller little thingy, so there will be more background visible, which the background is lovely feminine and I love the mixture. So I think I may do that. I may have a little of that little rock in the smaller size. What about if we feel that these little elements, that maybe the whiteness of it, you would prefer to have it less white, the color and the linen, we can just add some inking and gently add the color into those. And I think this is a nice way to hide out our white spots. See? I think that works so good. It just allows us to have the delicate images without the white background that's feeling that we didn't fussy cut good enough. Same for the bottom part, if you feel like adding, why not? Okay, I think we can start building the composition and start to maybe spraying and see what's the next step after. But before that, let's just have a peek once more on the smaller. Oh, I think it's gorgeous like that. So she is on the little rock. I love the smaller wings. Oh, that is gorgeous. That is so pretty. And the little bulb. So the next step, let's grab the it's called old paper. I'm gonna cover my table as well here. Okay, let's start spraying. Ooh, so pretty. I love this color. It's kind of greeny. It's kind of, I don't know, it's a bit of a mix, I'd say. Interesting. Okay, wow. That's pretty. And I also thought to highlight the texture paste after this dries. Let's check how it looks. I'm gonna say something. It's very, very interesting to see how different the color is. And it's called old paper. It looks green, but when it dries, it is actually tint of blue, tint of yellowy. I love it. I think it's fabulous. Now, I like how it works, color scheme here. Fantastic. The only thing is that I'm kind of missing a little bit of a purple, so I have the oxide here, and I just thought, and I also miss a little bit of a white, and I also thought, how about grabbing, I don't know if that's a good idea, but how about grabbing a little bit of that purple and just, you know, touching it, just gently the edges here, just to tint it. Oh, that's kind of that's kind of greeny, but let's just tint it with the touch of that purple. All right. Just a little bit. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Maybe here as well, just a teensy touch. Tiny, teeny, teeny. One moment, maybe. Oh, there we go. So it's a tint, really. What I like to do is grabbing some white gesso, put it on my cover, so it's kind of damp brush, and just flick by flick. I don't know how this will be, because this oxide will react with water, with wet medium, so I'd say I'm gonna grab some I'm gonna have some green on my brush for sure, but let's maybe change it to a bit slightly more white. So I hope you can tell. Maybe I'll bring camera closer. Let's try now. So I'm trying just to highlight the texture a little bit. So by just adding on top of the highlighted, higher extended texture. Maybe, oh, there you go. Maybe what you could do is be more flat, no, at the angle than straight onto it. It does react quite a bit, and the white doesn't stay that much as I wish, but that's okay. I think you have to take your time a little bit, and I'm going mostly on the side, if you can tell, because the thing is that we will be having things in the middle. Our images are going to be in the middle, so they're not going to be, they will cover a lot of the texture. So I'm focusing my energy on the texture on the side. So we kind of distressing that texture. I hope that makes sense. By a little, not a lot, by just a little. And I think because mediums are reactive with water, this is what happens, that they're not holding that whiteness too much. But I think with time, if we dry maybe a little bit in the middle, in between, maybe we could have more. I can still see here that it stays here a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, beautiful. Now that's lovely. I love the kind of vintagey old touches on it. I don't know, I used to, when I did a lot of mixed media, I used to do highlighting, dry gessoing, we would call it, dry gessoing on top of the texture. That's too much there white, but that's okay. You can. So we dry gessoing and we highlighting, oh excuse me, highlighting the texture by a lot. And actually, if you think about it, oh, the white is mixing all the colors. It's actually a nice way of blending everything, feeling like it's one happy family of elements, you know, of the background. So between the colors and everything, I think that looks good. Probably from the further camera, if I go back, this would look probably better. But I love that. I'm going, as you can tell, sides to sides, focusing my energy on the sides. Maybe I'm gonna do more, and I'm dipping more paint, as in white gesso. If you don't have white gesso, you probably could be just doing fine with white acrylic in the, I should say, on the sides. And I think we're pretty much done here. I was just looking at my wings, and I just figured I could cut it off even more here, look, to make it more wingy. Why not? There we go. And that way it's more, oh, I love it. Beautiful, beautiful. I love that tint and touch of purple, if you ask me. It does give us a little bit of that connection between both. Oh, wow, oh, it's lovely. I'm missing a little piece of, oh yes, piece of paper. I still didn't dry it. Sorry, I will. Oh, this is so pretty. And this could be, I don't know, anywhere. It doesn't matter really. And maybe tiny title, some one word, something, whatever comes to our mind today. That is so pretty. Oh wow, look at that angle. Very pretty, and a gorgeous stencil as well. And if you're wondering, this stencil is from Janine Mindful Art Collection. There you go, art collection from Studio Light, Time to Relax. And it's this stencil. There we go. I've used wilted violet. I've used old paper, antique linen, and the books, and the modeling paste. I think we can start gluing down. I'm gonna just use hot glue gun to make it faster. You can absolutely, even though the paper itself, it's a collage paper, you can still use hot glue and have them, even though the paper isn't a thick one. That's perfectly fine, trust me. There we go. Lovely. Now, I love how this is blending nicely. This probably more on the side, touching the side edge here, and she will be here. Yes, let's do that. So, my hot glue gun box. Doesn't look the most presentable. There we go. No, and on there. Maybe slightly here. There will be some lines of hot glue that I will probably remove. There we go. Something like that. Lovely, the lines are there. The little string is of glue. Now, that's it. Oh, she could be just more on this side actually, and that's lovely too. This could be behind here, like that. And we could have a sentence here. I thought about the light dreams, some sticker that I found. Oh, yes, okay. So let's have this little baby glue down first. That's going to be interesting how to glue this, but you know what? It's not a mathematics to me. It doesn't have to be the most perfectly glued down. It's, guys, it's our hobby. It's our outlet to relax instead of thinking of perfectionism here. Not at all. Of course, if you're a type of person that needs to have everything in order, I sometimes like that too, as in it feels just right to have more something straight, or like now I'm like, oh, come on, just move it around a little bit more, just slightly. There we go. Super. Now I think I will cut it as in, I don't know, just a little bit, if it's possible to make this more roundy. Whoops. Something like that. Okay, is it? Maybe it is. And possibly a little bit of that to get rid of those whiteness. Oh yes, why not? Well, that's going to be tricky to glue it down, but look, we'll do something about it. Ooh, that's tricky. Oh, we have it. Look, she's kind of holding it. She's kind of holding it. That's good. I love it. And here we can have this lovely title, Delight Dreams. Oh, that is so pretty. It's not a typical background for me in terms of having full-on color, but if you ask me, I think it's so pretty. I probably would change to have something, maybe everything higher, because it feels maybe that, or how about, that's what we can do. If you have some space left and if you're like, oh, I should have done something, we could add something there. How about some other title? Remind me of the happiness. Let's see. Or maybe there's no need. But let's just see, you know? Because if you feel that maybe it's unbalanced or something, you could have a little bit of that there. Just for a moment. And something else. I lived beneath the open sky. Oh, I like that. And here. Look. And balanced straight away, I think. So, there we go. Let's have that. It's all matching to this lovely face. Don't burn yourself, guys, with hot glue. Be very careful of that. And this one maybe a little bit on top of the flower and a little bit up higher. There we go. Something like that. Oh, that is so pretty. I love it. Now, would I add some splashes? Yes. I can't find this new one, but I have the other one, the Kuretake. No difference, to be honest. And a little brush for splashes. Probably it would make perfect sense to do a little bit of a coverage for her face, so let's do that. And I'm gonna have a little check. Okay, that's fine. Oh. So the first go maybe here, and the next here. My beautiful friends, I think our lovely pages. Oops. It's finished. I hope it was inspirational. The background coloring, highlighting the texture. I hope it was something that you maybe will take with you today and try it out. So thank you so much for today. A pleasure to be in your homes. Have fun creating collages, little pages. Use your images, use your books, and have tons of fun. For now, thank you so much. Have a beautiful day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. Bye bye.